But what if you invest in something that can show you the time as its value inflates over time? For people who would like to have fast access to their assets, a fine watch is a superior investment opportunity. Timepieces can be flexible assets that can be converted back into cold hard cash as quickly and carefully as possible. Luxury watches are primarily for enjoying on your wrist. Stay with us until the end of this video as we show you the top 5 watches you should purchase as a great investment. Before we go on to the list, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to keep you posted on your future videos like this one. First in our list is the FP Journe Elegante 48. First off, the brand's exceptional nature lies entirely in the talent of its founder, Francois-Paul Journe. With Journe's extraordinary skills, he was able to not just create incredible watches, but use his wisdom as well to solve problems present in the watchmaking world. The FP Journe Elegante 48 specifically solves the issue of limited battery life for quartz watches. The quartz caliber 1210 has a battery life that can last up to 18 years if worn as part of a rotating watch collection. The timepiece has a motion detector in its dial that recognizes whether the watch is in use or not. If the watch has not moved for 35 minutes, it goes into an energy-saving sleep mode, while its microprocessor continues keeping the time. When you pick up the watch again, it senses that it's in use, and its hands automatically reset to the current time. Seems like magic is real with this watch's stunning action, but it's just exceptional execution, which made it really popular. The prices for an FP Journe Elegante 48 rose by a staggering 85% in the second quarter of 2021 and have only continued to move upwards as time goes forwards. If this FP Journe Elegante rose can be described in simple words, it's magic, elegance, technical brilliance, and asset. And number 2 on our list is another watch that's ready to go extinct. This is the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711 1A. Like the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, production of the regular stainless steel with the blue dial of the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711 1A will soon be discontinued. Patek Philippe also released a stunning green dial version of the steel Nautilus that will supposedly leave the collection as well early next year. Since Patek Philippe is keen in discontinuing the second of the 3 iconic Genta watches, this decision will surely affect the price of the Nautilus 5711 1A in the market. The current asking price for the blue dial Nautilus starts at $120,000 and goes up to $250,000. Meanwhile, the 2021 Green Edition, which is even tougher to get a hold of, starts at a staggering $400,000. Whoa! If you feel a little lightheaded with those prices, well, you should expect the prices for blue dial and white dial watches to shoot up astronomically as well, since the price hike continues to increase as the supply for this fancy timepiece continues to decrease. Number 3 is Vacheron Constantin. Belonging to the holy trinity among watch connoisseurs and collectors, this brand's outstanding quality and fine craftsmanship since 1755 ensured its spot on the list of the most valuable timepieces. Vacheron Constantin has a rich and record-breaking heritage in making complicated and elegant series of watches for centuries, including their overseas models, which are considered objects of desire and becoming more and more difficult to acquire every year, justifying the continuous rise of its prices. Why a Vacheron Constantin Overseas is considered a good investment, you may ask? The Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V is a direct competitor of the Patek Philippe Nautilus and Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, and has been growing in popularity over the last few years. Rates for the watch are currently nowhere near the levels of its legendary competitors, but you can expect to see them upsurge after the other two are no longer available. The asking prices for the popular blue and black dial versions of the Vacheron Constantin Overseas start at roughly $40,000 and go up to $55,000, while the current list price for a Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V is around $23,000, but you have to be patient to get one from an authorized dealer. This sport chic watch, rival of the Patek Philippe Nautilus, descended from the mythical 222 model that will celebrate its 45th anniversary in 2022, is a rising value of the watch collection. When talking about the luxurious timepieces, Rolex, Omega, Cartier, and Breguet will always be found among the list of the finest, top-tier watch brands in the world. And this watch in our 4th spot is the Rolex Newman Daytona. The rarest Rolex Daytonas are distinguished by what is referred to as an exotic or Paul Newman dial. These dials have a number of subtle features which mark them out and which are easily missed by the less discerning buyers. Rarity is of the value. With only around 2,000 or 3,000 ever produced, these models from the 1960s and 70s are known to attract significant interest from collectors, setting a record for the highest priced wristwatch ever sold at an auction. The history of the Rolex Daytona is an interesting one, in which this watch developed along parallel lines to the Submariner. Both watches were originally designed for working men and served a particular function as timepieces. While the Submariner was specifically built to withstand the pressure of underwater diving, the Daytona, named for the famous racetrack in Florida, was built strictly as a timekeeper of the millisecond variety. There were approximately 10 bidders, but in the end, the final high bid came from someone on the phone at the Philippe's auction house. Paul Newman's personal Paul Newman Rolex Daytona reference 6239 was auctioned off at a final price of a jaw-dropping $17.75 million US. Phew! Daytona must be really a one-of-a-kind investment wristwatch. And coming in right on time at the top of the list, we have the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Ref 15202 ST. This investment watch we have for you is an easy pick. The stainless steel version of Journe Elegante's Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo is an absolute classic and is no doubt one of the most iconic watches ever made. You might be wondering, how could this sleek metal timepiece be worth so much? Well, for the past few years, the demand of this Royal Oak Jumbo has gone to ridiculous heights, and the price did shoot sky high as well. Since the Royal Oak will be celebrating its 50th anniversary this 2022, Audemars Piguet CEO François-Henri Benhamias announced the discontinuation of the Ref 15202 after 2021. Hinting a new version of the Royal Oak Jumbo in prized metals, the steel version became one of the most sought-after Audemars Piguet Royal Oak pieces, with prices starting at $60,000 for the variant with the white dial, to a staggering $75,000 for the crowd's favorite blue dial model. Guess there's no way but up for the price increase of this steel timepiece. These timepieces are surely great investments as their prices continue to climb up in an upward trajectory. Don't you think it's time for you to invest in something like these watches? Time, elegantly monitored, will tell. So that's it for our top 5 investment watches you should buy today. Which one of these has been your favorite? Or do you have any other brands in mind? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more videos that are above first class. Thanks for watching, and see you again on the next video.